Welcome to Morganable, where we serve you with authentic news, stories, documentaries, updates, and modern-style insights on our society and the larger world. And more importantly, about places that fall under the radar of the mainstream media machinery. We invite you to embark on this exciting journey of enlightenment with us. Morganable, your vehicle of enlightenment.
The Nigerian Army has declared top ISWAP leaders wanted following a major intelligence breakthrough in the Lake Chad region. Troops recovered technical devices during recent operations, leading to the identification of key terrorist commanders, including ISWAP Governor Abu Musa al-Magui Ba-Shua and his deputy, Mohammed Jida. The military has placed a cash reward on information leading to the arrest and urged members of the public to report credible intelligence through official security channels. On education, the West African Examinations Council has released the 2026 WAEC results. About 1.2 million candidates, representing 61.54%, obtained 5 credits including English language and mathematics, a slight decline from the previous year, while also withheld 167,000 results over alleged examination malpractice, while thousands of other results are still being processed. In politics, the Osun state government says it will challenge the EFCC in court over the freezing of its accounts. Attorney General of Osun State, Oluwole Jimibada, argues that the anti-graft agency lacks the legal authority to freeze the state accounts without first obtaining a court order. The development comes ahead of the August 15 governorship election. Now to civil society. The Take It Back movement staged protests in Lagos, Abuja and other cities yesterday, demanding urgent action on economic hardship, insecurity, inflation and political reforms.
It is disheartening that Nigeria has degenerated to a state of lawlessness where, the constitutionally empowered institution, that is the Nigerian police, and, the government expected to not just secure the lives of Nigerian citizens, but to also see to it that we have a continued existence, have decided to disrupt a peaceful demonstration by the Nigerian people led by the Take It Back movement. And the Take It Back movement persons, organization members have gathered this morning to express their displeasure as to the lawlessness that is going on in Nigeria, as to the backwardness, as to, the fact that the government is constitutionally sanctioned with the duty, to secure the lives of Nigerians by virtue of Section 14 of the Constitution, but they have incredibly failed in this regard, and Nigerians have expressed their displeasure, and they have decided to, in their, trade and style, attack innocent Nigerians. We will keep rolling our sleeves, we'll keep working our butts off, we'll keep fighting until, we don't get tired.
Protesters also called for 500,000 naira national minimum wage, improved security, and release of detained activists. On business, Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced the export prices of petrol and diesel. Petrol now sells to marketers at 1,165 per litre, down from 1,570 per litre. The company says the reduction is aimed at making fuel more affordable and supporting economic activities across the country. Now to the labor. The federal government has assured workers that outstanding wages award will begin to be paid before the middle of August. The assurance followed a meeting between the Minister of Finance and leaders of the Joint Public Service Negotiating Council. Labour leaders welcomed the commitment but urged the government to also address other unresolved welfare issues. On security, The Kwara State government says all 176 people abducted during the February attack on Woro and local communities have regained their freedom. Authorities thank security agencies for their efforts, but have yet to disclose how the victims were released or whether any ransom was paid. Election Watch. The Nigeria Police Force has deployed 15,000 personnel for August 15 governorship election in Osun State. Police say the deployment is intended to ensure peaceful, credible, and secure elections amid heightened political tension in the state. On health, scientists are raising concern over an invasive mosquito known as Anopheles stemphensi, warning that it could fuel a resurgence of malaria across Africa's major cities. Unlike traditional malaria-carrying mosquitoes, it thrives in densely populated urban areas and breeds in water containers around homes and buildings. Researchers also say the species has developed resistance to many commonly used insecticides, making it harder to control and increasing the risk of millions of people contracting it. Still on health, the African Center for Disease Control and Prevention has also sounded an alarm over the outbreak of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo. More than 3,800 cases and over 1,700 deaths have been recorded in just 14 weeks, making it the fastest growing Ebola outbreak on record. Health officials say widespread community transmission, insecurity, and absence of approved vaccines for Bundibugyo strain continue to complicate efforts to contain the diseases. Still on health. Meanwhile, the federal government has announced plans to establish autism centers across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones. The initiative is expected to improve diagnosis, treatment, and support for children living with autism and other developmental conditions while expanding specialist training across the country. On the international scene, Germany has launched a counter-terrorism investigation after an explosive-laden drone was discovered near runway at Leipzig Hill Airport. Authorities say there was no danger to passengers, but investigations are ongoing into the incident and related aviation disruption.
Thanks for watching us today and for joining us on our journey of enlightenment. Morganable, the vehicle of enlightenment.